Okay, so we're still in January. We're still in the mindset of planning our goals, setting our sights for our future expectations. And for me today, I was currently food planning for my week, prepping all my meals and getting it together. And my thought was, this has to be consistent. I'm doing such a great job. Don't lose that momentum that I have where I am constantly making meals over and over again. So that way I can avoid paying DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever, or going out to eat, right? So prepping my food ticks off a lot of boxes, and it actually ticks off a lot of my boxes for my goals and my expectations for the year on so many levels. So one of them, let's talk about like just health and wellness. Yes, I now purchase my meals at Whole Foods. That is a shift I made maybe about, I want to say, over 6 months ago. I was a stop and shop girly through and through. It was very convenient for me because it was right down the road. But a lot of their times, their produce, their food, it wasn't great and it wasn't providing me everything that I needed. So then I made the switch to Whole Foods, and I find that there are sales that I'm able to buy things like within my budget, and the food that I buy top notch, right? So I am a simple girly. I am a person of one, right? I have no dependents. So yes, I'm not speaking to someone who is a mom or a dad, has a big family. I can't speak to that, but I can speak for myself. So if you're someone like me, right, you're in your 30s, you're working on your health and wellness, and you're working on your budget, this is for you. So for me, food prepping is very essential. I pay maybe about between $90 to $120 every time I go grocery shopping. And that's like every week and a half or so that I need to replenish what I get. I get the same things all the time. And you might hate that. You might be like, that's boring. But the meals that I get are meals that are important for me. So, like the basics that I need to have: ground beef, sweet potatoes, or any type of potatoes. I need to have greens or veggies or anything like that. Fruit needs to be there. Eggs, 100%. I have cottage cheese. I have yogurt, Siggies all the way. These are like the basic things I have, but it provides so much for me. So food prepping today was simple, right? I make my ground beef, I add some peppers, some onions, some tomatoes in there, and I season it. And then I have egg bites. I make egg bites, simple, easy, basic, right? I also add cottage cheese to my egg bites every single time. So as you can tell, I'm upping my protein game like no other. I'm not having little bits and pieces here and there. Not doing that. We need to replenish our body. We need to fuel our body well. And so that's a big thing for me. So food prepping ticks the box. Another big thing that I have that makes my life super convenient is I have a rice cooker and I have an air fryer. Those two things alone, game changer for me. So normally for dinner, sometimes I'll have like a salmon, rice, and on the side some greens or something like that. That would be like a dinner for me, and that's easy to make. I put my salmon in the air fryer, rice cooker is going, I'm cooking something else, plain and simple. My food prep took about 45 minutes today. Not only did that save me time, that 45 minutes also saved me money. This week, I'm not going to DoorDash. This week, I'm not buying food out and about. I'm saving my money. And that's another thing is like, not only am I getting my protein, I'm getting my health and wellness, I'm taking care of my body, I'm putting the nutrients in my body. I'm also working on my finances. My goal this year is to tackle my debt like no other. I am a madman. And that's exactly what my mindset is for my finances. With that being said, there are certain things that I can't do, which is I can't go out all the time. I can't DoorDash all the time. I can't be lazy. If I'm gonna eat out, I have to hop in the car or I have to like find something in my fridge, right? We're cooks over here, right? I'm Haitian. I can make something up. I can really do that. Sometimes I'm just lazy, and that type of mindset and behavior has to go out the door. So, food prepping is not only something for your health and wellness, but it's also for your finances. So, if this is a sign for you to start really like sit down with yourself, plan out a budget for what grocery shopping will look like. What are foods that you actually like? What are foods that you actually need? And where can you actually shop to get them? And what can you do to prep? If you are someone that you might have disposable income here and there where you can purchase some things, I absolutely would recommend an air fryer and a rice cooker. That's something that just changed the game for me. And then just be creative. For example, like I love a good breakfast meal. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. So I knew like I still wanted eggs, but I didn't want to wait to like get them boiled or whatever. So I made egg bites. And so now I have egg bites ready for the rest of the week. And so it's just perfect. And in the egg bites, I put it's just eggs, it's cottage cheese. Some people put egg whites in it too to mix it up. I also add sausage in there too, grass fed. And so these are things that I have been doing for the last few weeks, few months, and the consistency of it has helped me so much in saving my coins. And I just hope that that is something that you are searching for and hoping for, and to get into the habit. And at the end of the day, if you don't do that and you realize at the end of the year, 2026, you're like, where did all this money go? That's on you, right? There are so many ways to pinch your money here and there. It's not going to save you thousands of dollars, but it could save a good amount of money that you don't need to spend that could have gone to something else. So if you're someone who is trying to pay off debt and looking for ways to do that, one of them is prepping your food and doing it in advance and thinking ahead. So throughout your week, think about where you can decide what day you're going to utilize to go shopping, right? What day you're going to utilize to prep that food, and what food would that look like? Okay. So for me, it is Friday or Saturday, we're going to Whole Foods. Sunday after church, we're prepping that food and we're putting them away in containers or whatever, freezing them up. And then throughout the week, that's what I'm having. And so when I wake up now, it takes me nothing to prep that food and put it in my bag and get ready to go to work. It is amazing to have that. So let's recap. Okay. You are here, it's January, and you're planning for your future. At the end of 2026, you want to be able to know that you considered your health and wellness and your wallet. So prep your food, because not only will it nourish your body, it will save your coins. Until next time, guys. Bye.